Hello there, my name is Emin, EMCsoft, and in this video I will continue my Bitrix training. I will continue my Bitrix admin course regarding robots. And today we will discuss that robot, which is in group of data storage and modification. We will discuss all these rules: add list item, modify list item, get list item information, perform math operation, and modify variable. Okay, so the first one which we're going to discuss is add a list item. Very useful feature, by the way. So I will create it, add, cancel it for now. So I will move it to that stage, rename that stage, and so I'm click edit, and here I will go to the list. But here I've got some lists in business process and work groups. I would show you example which will be kind of very useful for you. So I will create a new list which you're able to use that as internal database. Okay, or even you can, for example, extract some important data and do not create reports and do many things. Just export data once you run Bitrix and then send that data to the accounting. For example, you want to send to your accountant all information about your current clients who already done the payment for this month. Okay, and what I will do, so I will cancel that for now and cancel that and go to the list. How to get to the lists? So it's a bit complicated. So you need to go to the company. Go to company and just type here lists. Okay. So in that list, you will see list here, and you need to create a new table. Okay, so create a list, and for example, that table name, that list name will have a name like table for accountant, right? And so we can ignore the rest and click save. Okay, so you got a list. Now you go inside of that list. Inside of that list, table for accountant, you need to customize now fields. So click here, customize fields, right? So you got default name, and here you can give it company name. Okay, then add the field, and it will be amount of payment, and that will be money.
It's not about the money, it's about the game.
Okay, in US dollars, save, then add field, and will be a payment date. And here we will select just date. Okay, save. Right, again, so we go into the list. So we got tables. So with table, got table name, table for accountant. Inside of table or counter, we got fields, customized fields. Right, so we have nothing here because each line will come later once we will run our robot. Okay, so we created a table. Now we created the fields for each table. Now we're going back to to robots. Our robots, let's rename that. We go into automation rule, refresh.
2 hours later.
Add a list item, cancel, move it here, edit, and here, so will be no options, but you can have conditions. For example, if you got a payment, add that row to the table. Okay, entity type, so we got a list which we created table for accountant and created by me or admin.
Who are you?
Let's just say I'm the boss.
So company name, it will be a deal name. For example, we have another robot which copy company name to the name of a deal. Okay, and so go to deal and search for deal name. Okay, amount. Oops, we done a mistake, so we need to change that. We go into field and customize fields, and we need to select another, not this one, so we don't need that, from robot. Add the field and amount of payment. Okay, let's try number. Okay, save. Okay, go back here and refresh. Okay, and let's check that payment amount. Okay, so it's good now, and we need to select that deal name, amount, and accounting currency. Okay, so we put here a deal amount. Company name will be deal name. Okay, and payment date, it will be special date where payments come through. But we have no that field, and for example, I will have some special field which will be filled if somebody done the payment, and once payment done, it put with current date. Okay, let's go to the deals. So how to get here? You need to go to the settings, CRM settings, forms, custom fields, and go to the deals. And here we will create special custom field. It will be payment date. All right, save. Using call center 24, you may do a click by clicking on the number. Select a number from which you want to call. You can add up to 100 numbers. Make a call. During the call, you can add to the call any contact from your Bitrix from leads or contacts. You can add call center user from user list in your Bitrix, or you can connect to that call somebody by type any number and connect to that call. Also, you can pass the call, mute the call, or transfer call to somebody else. What I will do, we'll fill that field, custom field, which is here now. Let's open a deal and select field, find it, payment date here. Okay. And I need to fill that date by current date. Means that, for example, in our business process, payment date is equal to the current date. From my previous video, you already know how to do that. And I will create modify item. So I will move it here, enter payment date. Okay. And so I need to delete that, and on behalf of me, select field, and we need to find that field, which is this one, and we can put current time. Let's try that robot. Okay, we got test deal, and which is empty. Now we move to that stage. Okay, so we got current date. Good. Now coming back, automation rules, adding here item. Okay, behalf of me, deal, payment date. So that means that extract payment date from the deal. Yeah, I made the same name, which is not good, but anyway. So this payment date is a list name, this payment date is a field name in deal. And amount of payment extract from the deal. Good. Now we move it back. I will rename that as a company A. Okay. And for that company A, we have amount and we have date, which will be overwritten, but anyway. So I move it, and we created payment day and create a list. Go to the list and go back to list. Right. So we got company A as the first row, and we got company name, payment date, and amount of payment. Now, for example, I got company B. Go here. So date here, and go to the table, company B, payment date, amount payment. And let's create company C. Go back to the table. We can use that as internal database. I will show how you can do that, but also you can, for example, export time to Microsoft Excel and send that data to your counter. You can do that even automatically, but I will not going to show you that because I want to make video as short as possible. Also, you can use that filters. For example, add field, payment date, and filter this date yesterday, current, this month, last 7 days, and etc. Right. So we done here. Now we're going to another robot, which is very close to the add listing item. We click create, data storage and modification, and modify a list item. Okay, so we need to put here ID and select table for counter. How we can use it? For example, in each deal got on record. So each deal got on record. Each record got on ID, which we need to put for that robot. But for some reason, for example, some data in that table, in that database should be different. Okay, so you can extract that row using that ID and modify item. Modify item means modify some row, entire row or some element of the row. So how we can do that? We will use the same as modify item, first of all, to put the ID of a row which belong to that deal. Okay, so I'm going back to the custom fields, add field, and I will put here, and that will be integer. Okay, all right, going back to robots, and for example, in that stage, we will for some reason modify data in our internal database. Okay, and we're going to automation rule, and I need to select manage workflow items, modify item, and cancel and move it here, not here first of all, and click edit. Okay, delete that. Okay, and find list row ID and put here automation rules, because you add list item here, so automatically added automation rules in the next robot. So add list item and you got ID. Okay, save. Okay, I will show you what I have done and then I will show you why I done it. Okay, for example, here, and select fields. So you see the ID. Here in this deal I have no ID, that's why I do not see that field, and I come in back and go add payment information, and suddenly I got an ID.
I can't believe you did this.
Good, right? And I will do the same for that item. No ID, there is ID. Okay, now if we rotate ID inside of a deal, then we can use for modification. We go back to automation rule and create data storage, modify list item. Now we move it here. Okay, and so what we're doing for particular deal, we have particular record, ID record in lists. ID of that record we have inside of a deal. So we go inside of a deal, scroll down, list root ID, request to list, select field, and for example, we will change company name. For example, if we move that stage to modified data stage, we will change like company name minus bad client.
Not a bad person. Just had bad luck.
So closing and moving here, right? And so company C, you see that we got name for company C as company C. Now we update and we see that we got company bad client. So we got twice because I move it around, so I need to delete them. Okay, that's why. And if I will do the same for other companies, if I go back and refresh, no changes.
Oh my god! Wow!
Okay, company E, company B, so come to that stage, then go here and here, come back to the table. Right, so we need to delete this. So we got changes in company name. Good, we're done here. Let's go to another information rules and go to data storage, and in data storage we got list item information, quite the same. So we got ID of the row which you can extract some data. We referring to deal, okay, entity table, and for example we extract amount of payment for record, and so when we extract it, it's saved in clipboard. Okay, now I will for example put that as a comments. Okay, so we got it somewhere. Add comment to item. Okay, and let's put here and here. And so we will put previous payment was and data. So we're going to automation rules, get list item information, amount of payment. Payment was this amount. So for the record, for example, right? Okay, company B here and here. Let's check. Previous amount of payment was 300. So for example, if you've done the changes inside of amount, you're too lazy to put it manually, which is good. You need to put that as a comment.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Right. We're done here. Now let's go further. I will delete all of these robots and go to automation rules, and I will delete all of this. And I will go now to data storage modification, perform math operation. For example, you live in Germany or Austria, and you should send invoice for a tax office in certain order. How we can generate that certain order. So for example, it should be invoice 1, invoice 2, invoice 3. If you send, for example, invoice 5 and invoice 10, tax office will ask you, where is the other 4 invoices? You lost it. So you should have invoices in certain order. How you can do that? Using perform math operation and modify variable. For that, you need to create, cancel, and so we can move it here and select variable. So we need to create variable which you need to count. Just typical programming thing, right? You go to the variables, and here you need to create, so I will delete that for now. You need to create count, and counter will be integer number. Okay, you can ignore the rest. In math operation, so we need to refresh that now, so we can move it here. And here, select variable, so you need to create CRM model variable. Oops, delete deal section variable. Or I created in the wrong way. Let's delete it.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
Create, again, counter, plus will be integer, and they will be available in deals. Forget to do that. Okay, go back, refresh. Deal section variables and count. So previous number plus custom value, which is 1, right order, right? So that means that 1 plus previous number will be a new number. So it's overwritten. When you have a new deal, you have previous number plus 1 and you have a new number.
Magic.
Right. And let's create a custom fields where we will write contract counter. Okay. And so refresh, and here modify item, cancel here, and find contract number. And contract number will be from current variable. So current variable will be here. So it means that you need to do math operation first, then write a new counter. Okay, let's check. So we have contract number. So we need to modify this. So contract number is empty. Now we are going here and we got contract number 1. Okay, if we're going back, we got contract number 2 and so on. Right. But we need to be contract number. It should be, for example, contract number, hashtag, and number, or contract number for 2024, hashtag and number. Okay, so you can't do this, put this contract number 2024 inside a variable, but it's not correct. For example, you can use these robots on other stages, but to find, when you have many robots go inside to find that, it's very time consuming, which is not correct of doing that. So we need to write this a global constants. So we need to go to constants, so we need to delete that. So we go into a constants, create, and contract name. Okay, it will be string, available deals, value, contract number, hashtag 2024, and then number. Okay, we will write in here and we will use that now. So we need to create now a field again, which will be a contract name, and then we will use that contract name for invoice. So you already know how to do that. Look how to create invoice, but I will show you how we can do contract name. It should be string. So coming back to the robots, refresh, create, workflows, modify item. After all of this, because we wrote it contract, we can have now contract name. So delete and find this contract name, right? And contract name will be a constants, contract name plus, without even space, variable, contract counter. So use global name from here and then use variables from here. Let's check. So if we come to company A, we're going inside of it. We see that there is no contract name. We go to the add payment and let's check. Yeah, we got contract number. So from constant and contract number from here. Then go to company B, update contract number. Then, for example, we got next year. We go to automation rule, go to the constants, and we just edit constant for 2005, and that's it. Right. And we go company, update. Okay, contract number 25. Right. Let's check it. Constants back. Now, let's discuss what happened if you want to put manually data. For example, you done for some reason done mistake, and you want to update contract number manually, and you need to update the order when you will put the contract number next. What you need to do for that, click create and data storage, modify variable. But so when you can update with contract number with another number, but for that you need to have a custom fields which will be manual contract number, enter contract number manually. Okay, add field, create integer and manual contract number manually. Save. Now we need to go here, update. Okay, what we will do here, create data storage, modify variable, and so math operation, then we update here a contract number, then we update here contract name. After math operation, we need to delete data from perform math operation and put data in here. That's why we need to put that block after that. And here we need to put deal section. Oh, not this one. No.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
We need to put custom value from deal into manual contract number. Select, and we need to update deal section. We need to update count. We need to update that only on the following condition: if manual contract number not empty, then enter value from there, from that field. Right, let's check the results. If we go into company A and if we put here 400, so currently we have contract number as 300. If we go into that stage, we see that we got intermanual contract 400 and this 400 as well. Right. That means that if we move company to that stage, we will have here contract number 401. So we have 301 and this field is empty. We put to that stage and we see that we have 401 contract number, and the same story. So we have continuous order of the contracts. So it doesn't matter which contract we have here. We move to that stage, we will have 202. 402. One important thing I forget to mention, that all robots should be run execution in wait. Means that they should run by sequence, one by one. Means that they should be run this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. They shouldn't run in parallel. Otherwise, you in different situation you will have a different results. And so go into back to automation rules, go to create. So we discuss all of these items: add list items, modify list item, get list item, perform operation, modify variable. So that's it. If you like that video, please click like. If you got a questions regarding that video, please put your questions under comments after that video. Next our video will discuss workflow automation, CPA. So thank you and bye bye.